where does the Honey Blacks in the four Air Max 95s? Where does the Honey Blacks sit in that top four? Number right. So if you're got. I know where you're going, yeah, but like let's do it for the people. So what's number four? Yes, my people, big PROZECH. Back again, and you already know, one Kicks Chronicles, your sneaker and lifestyle podcast, and I'm here with another illustrious guest. Now today, I can truly say this is one of my brothers, man. This is one of my brothers in the game, one of the men of the community, one of my guys in the community. A lot of you guys are gonna know him, you get me? A lot of you guys are gonna know him, and many of you listen to him and watch him, you get me? Shout out to my bro. You get me, Erkin Hassan, Life of a Broski Livestream. Every week, every Tuesday. You get me, man. Doing this thing, you get me, man. But co-host extraordinaire. You get me? A lot of you, man, are going to know him, yeah? As, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you, man, are going to know him as Hass. I'm saying some of you, man, are going to know him as Mr. B, but a lot of you, man, know him as HB Kicks. What you saying, HB Kicks, man? What you saying, G?
Come on, man. Man, it's so great to be here today, bro, honestly. Like, it's been a long time coming.
Long time coming.
But you got the co-host today.
You get me?
Shout out to Erkin as well. I know you do a lot of stuff with Erkin on the Tripled Up and all that. But today you got me, bro. You got me today, and it's ready to pop off, man. It's ready to pop off.
We love that, man.
Be here, man.
I appreciate you, G. First and foremost, man, we have to address something, man. Yesterday, we're recording this on it's May the 9th. It's Friday. You get me? This is how we spend our Fridays. You get me, man? Right? May the 9th. Last night, yeah. You get me, man? Come on, G. Last night.
Come on, G.
Last night, yeah. We're both Tottenham boys. You get me? And I know a lot of you, man, are gonna turn off now. A lot of men are gonna turn off. A lot of men are gonna switch off, man. But no, we gotta give it, man. Respect to whom respect is due, man. Tottenham just arrived in the Europa League final, man. That's a European final for the boys. You get me, man. For the COYS, you get me, man. We're gonna be playing. I think it's the 21st of May. We're gonna be playing Man United. You get me. First and foremost, before we get into any Kicks business, bro, how do you feel about? You get me? How this has gone. What a whirlwind of a season. What a madness. You get me? But to end up with a European final, it might just be a fairy tale ending. What are you saying? Hass?
It's written in the stars, bro. Honestly.
Can you imagine?
First of all, I've got to say commiserations to brother Erkin, yeah? Once again let down, but, you know, listen, we're there. We're in the final, bro. And I got to say, if we win that final...
The full-time whistle. And Spurs have won the Europa League. It's salvation for Spurs in Bilbao.
And United and Arsenal, nothing this season. Oh, my day. Oh, my day. People better be running. I'm coming.
Facts.
Coming.
Cause do you know what? Yeah, I'm not a violent man, so God knows my heart. Yeah, but I've got bullets loaded for the man them. For the man them. God knows my heart. Yeah, God knows my heart, bro. We've suffered, Hass. We've suffered, bro. You get me, man. So yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, with all humility, you get me, man. Big up all the man them involved, all the footballers involved, all the clubs involved. I think it's our time. I've just got a feeling about this one. I think it's our time. You get me. So like, yeah, that's what we're believing. And you know what? Even if it don't work out, and I'm not putting that energy out there, but like, I know the way I felt going into that Liverpool Champions League final. I don't feel like this. I don't feel like that.
I don't either.
I know how I felt.
You know what I say, yeah? God is great, man. God is great.
Facts.
There's a reason why we had to go through that Champions League final and suffer the way we did from 2019 up to this point this year. It's our year, bro. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah. To be fair, though, HB, bro, I feel like this is actually your year, bro, because when I check your Instagram, broski, you've picked up everything. You know, this 2025 is the year of the sneakerhead. I feel like we've agreed this shit, right? Bro, you've copped everything, bro. But we're gonna get into that later, bro, because you're winning this year. You've won this year already. HB's killing, bro. If you think you've copped this year, you need to follow my man, because he's been copping, bro. And we will get into it. HB, yeah, we need to start all the way back at the beginning, man. Talk to me, man, bro. What was that first shoe? What was that first love? You get me? What was the shoe that brought you in the game, broski?
The very first shoe that brought me into the game, Air Trainer Huarache, in the early 90s, bro. I must have been still in primary school, probably around 9, 10 years old. And I remember seeing them on feet, and I was like, damn,
So
man.
naughty.
Damn,
So
man.
naughty.
I see that translucent strap going across the front. I was like,
Come on.
oh my God, mum, dad. Like, yeah, come on, man. Help us out here, because, like, whew, bro, honestly,
Crazy.
for me, that was the shoe that started it off. That started everything. I mean, before that, I would say I was wearing like LA Gears and things like that, and every normal primary school kid wore it at the time.
I hear
But
that,
I even had like Knicks and stuff, like shoes like
bro.
that back in the day.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll
whatever-
get into that.
whatever
We'll
your
get
mum
into that.
can get on your feet. But for me, without digressing too much, it was the Air Trainer Huarache, man. 100%.
Air Trainer Huarache is a legendary crep. Brought back to prominence, and I think definitely deserved it. I got one right here, broski. I got the black version right here, man.
Come on.
Just right here with the pony hair, bro. I wasn't 100% sure with the pony hair, but I actually think this was the best one in the end, bro. Like, I feel like it had to be brought back. It needed some respect brought on it. It's such a London shoe, such a London kick, bro. It's a very, very shoe. Yeah, shout out to Clint Cortez for putting some respect on that shoe, man. And you can see what Nike have done since. You get me now. So bringing out a few more colorways and that, and putting a bit more respect on that shoe's name. You get me, man. But the Air Trainer Huarache is a legit legendary crep, man. So I'm not mad at that whatsoever. You get me, man. What ends did you grow up in?
N17.
N17, bro. Tottenham.
N17,
you
bro.
get me, man.
Born and bred.
He's a big bro. This is the real. He's not like me. I was born in Southeast. I fell in love with Tottenham. Like, I don't know how I did it. I don't know how it happened. God has a way of ordaining these things, but like, this man had no choice. You get me? I could have conceivably gone, like, my local team was Millwall. Like, I was gonna go that far. You get me? Like,
He's one of them road boys, yeah. Is that
real? Yeah, for facts, bro. Facts. Yeah, I know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like, I could have gone that route, bro. I had a friend in primary, and he was like, at Tottenham, he was the only one. I should have known from then that it was a bit waved for me to join him, but I joined him for whatever reason, and then you get me. It led me here, bro. And yeah, I can't say it's been an easy ride, broski, but we're here. You get me, man. I could imagine living in N17, man. Like the team, the culture, like. What was you seeing on people's feet, broski? What was the shoe that you remember in your mind's eye looking back? What was super popular in Tottenham growing up?
At the time, man, it was just, for me, after primary school, it was like Air Maxes and stuff. And I can go back to like when the 96s come out. Air Max 1s were really, really popular. I remember the Air Max 1s coming out. And I remember seeing them in catalogs, broski. I was like, Air Max 1s. I was like, oh, geez, man. I remember seeing like the shoes on feet and stuff, and I'm like, how am I going to get these shoes, man? And then you had like the BWs and stuff. And I remember those at the, you know what stands out from the BWs for me, right? Is the outsole. Squares on the outsole. It's weird. It's weird. When you ask people about shoes, BWs and stuff, that's not the first thing they sort of go to. But for me, it was the outsole and the way the outsole looked, and that's the first thing that I can remember about the BW and just loving it. And yeah, man, talking about the BW, that was another love of mine. Like, it was
absolutely
special shoe, man.
We actually discussed that a little bit at Kicks and Coffee when we
Yes, yeah. We did.
when we chatted for the first time, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe Palmley, man.
Yeah,
Doing
man.
what he does, man, with Kicks and Coffee, an absolutely legendary sneaker festival that happens a couple times a year. Looking forward to the next one, Joe, man. Make sure to link in and let us know what go on, man. But yeah, we got a chance to sit down, man. And I remember getting a nice little soundbite from you. You get me, man. I think you were talking about the fact that it was the Persian Violet.
Yeah,
you get
man.
me? The Persian Violet was one of the kicks that you absolutely loved. You get me, man? One of that drew you in, you get me, man? It's an absolutely legendary shoe as well, man. I remember that, like, back in the day, like, because I grew up in Southeast, like I said earlier, like, Bermondsey, like, Nike wasn't as prevalent, it was more Reebok, man. But when I started going to school, you get me, and people from like Deptford and Lewisham and like East were coming in, bro. You could start seeing the influence, bro. And you start seeing Air Maxes, you start seeing Air Force Ones, Air Max Ones, and the BW started making a little pop in. You get me, man. You see the Persian Violets, man. It's a special crap.
Big time, man. But you know what it is, right? North London had like a different kind of vibe, and it still does have a different kind of vibe, especially when it comes to culture and kicks. Like in South London, like you're saying to me, there was like more Reeboks and things like that.
Therefore,
but the whole vibe in North was like mostly like Nikes and stuff, Adidas Superstars. I remember seeing the pumps first time.
come on.
My uncle always used to, like, I had like the cool uncle, you know, you always get the cool one and the fresh garms in it. Like at the time it was like Pepe jeans, Reebok pumps.
Yeah, brother.
Like the naff like bomber jackets and all that.
Naff.
Imagine me as a kid seeing that, and I was like, wow, man, my uncle looks so cool, man. Like
cold.
And then I thought, when I get older, that's how I want to look. That's how I want to dress.
That's it.
And now, when you look at what he used to wear back then, bruv, that is like flossing right now. You have that right now. You're flossing, bro. And it was like, oh, my uncle was wearing that in like the 90s, and like, you know, it's crazy, man, how things go like full circle, you know what I mean?
100%. They always come back around, bro. Like if we had the foresight to say, you know what, let me hold on to a couple of these bits and pieces, bro. You get me, man? And like that's what a lot of the youths are wearing, man. They're going vintage and they're going thrifting and they're going various different places to try and find a naff, bro. Imagine seeing a naff in 2025, broski.
Crazy.
Bro. Did you know what? Now I think about it, yeah. Like brands like I think about like Naff, Iceberg. You get me? Like who else? Like
Iceberg.
You get me? Like I'm saying, like there's loads of them. Like I remember what was the other one? Bon Bleu. Ton.
Yeah.
You get me? Like there's loads of like ones that like from my ears that I remember. I'm like, somebody needs to breathe some life back into some of these brands, bro, and bring them back, man. Just to see what the people are saying. You get me, man? But yeah, Naff will definitely get some love, man, because that got love in the streets, bro. You get me? Even the colors of it, bro. If I wore a Naff bomber right now, Naff bomber was the one. If you had a Naff bomber jacket, bro, you're literally a king. You get me? I know Averix is getting their thing right now, but if you couldn't afford the Averix, you can reach for a Naff, bro. You can make that make sense. You get me? Like,
I think the Naff will be more within reach for most people, because
absolutely,
obviously, you can't go out, and unless your pockets run really deep, you ain't gonna go out and get 4 or 5 Averix jackets unless you know someone that knows someone that knows
absolutely,
someone.
Absolutely. You get me? Shout out to King of Trainers, bro. Franklin, bro. I know you, bro. I need to get that connect, bro. We need a couple of AVs in the mix, bro. Bro, you know, you mentioned something earlier, but now we're gonna touch on it, bro. Unholy Grails. We need to chat about unholy grails, bro. When I say an unholy grail, I'm talking about, you know what, them off-brand kind of kicks. The ones that you didn't want to wear, but maybe you had to wear because the game's the game, you get me, man. I know for myself, definitely I had to get involved in some naughty kicks, you get me, man. So talk to me, bro. I got some examples, man. We got Plimsolls, Gola, Ballboy, High Tech, Dunlop, Mercury, Avia, Traps. You get me, man. Everlast, Dunlop, all them ones there, man. Did you ever have to get involved in the dark arts, G?
Wow, come on, man. Growing up in that time as well, it was like, yeah, Gola, I definitely had. LA Gear, although LA Gear...
Nah, not your above. Definitely.
That was a birthday thing, though. That was like Oh yeah, like birthday and all that stuff.
With
But
the lights, yeah, LA
yeah,
Gear was
right.
legit. LA Gear had commercials. No, yeah, nobody
Yeah,
can chat about
yeah,
LA
yeah,
Gear.
yeah.
That's
But I
respectfully.
remember
That's
that for
respectfully.
my birthday, bro. I can't remember how old I was, but I remember getting a pair for my birthday, and I was like, this is sick. And everyone wanted to look at my shoes and stuff. But that was like the first time I had something that was like really popular. Was like the LA Gears, but I was young. I was just playing football in my shoes every day, so it didn't really matter. But
Facts.
um, yeah, so that Knicks was another one. The Knicks brand, I used to make out as if it was like Nike,
Yeah,
Knicks,
yeah.
Nikes, you know,
But it's
one of
close,
them.
isn't it? Yeah, the ones there. You know the ones where it's so close, it's actually annoying.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh man, so close, man. But yeah, I'm gonna get it one day, man. But you know what it is though, bro? I was always grateful because like both my parents were like working people, so
Love that.
whatever I got on my feet, I was grateful. And like I said, I used to play football 24/7. So I
Mm.
used to bust up the shoes anyway. So, you know what I mean? I weren't really thinking about, my shoes, do they look cool, this, that, and the other. It wasn't until I was about 9 or 10 where I started sort of figuring out, these look cool. They're popular, this, that, and the other. So, yeah, man, there's been some proper unholy ones in there, like more than you can imagine.
Facts.
The difference is, bro, is like back in the day, it weren't as bad. But with kids now, as young as 7 or 8, they want the best. Like
They're aware. They're
want the best.
fully aware.
So aware, and that's the power of
Yeah,
social media.
absolutely.
Whereas, like when I was growing up, it was different, bro. We didn't have social media. We didn't have anything that was going to influence us directly. The only thing that
Mm-hmm.
influenced us was like seeing other people with stuff, you
Mm.
know. And that was our advertisement. So yeah, man, it's a different time. You know, now kids are more aware of what they got on their feet. But back then it was different, man. We're just grateful to have something on our feet at the end of the day.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. In my household,
Yeah.
the priority was God, education,
Yes.
and food. Those are the three priorities. So
Yep.
anything that was left to buy shoes or clothes or whatever was a blessing, broski.
Mm.
So we give God the glory, man. Like the truth of the matter is, yeah, right. I don't ask that question to like it's a bit funny, it's a bit like we can be nostalgic about it. But the truth is, man, like if you're watching this, if you're on YouTube, man, just look behind Hass, small. Just look behind him, you get me? Like God is good, bro. Facts. You get me, man? The boy's done good. The
Things
boy's
happen,
done
man.
good.
Things
You
happen.
get me, man? The boy's done good, man. The boy's done good. He's a working man. He's a businessman. He's put his hard work in. You get me, man? And he's doing okay, man. And he's and that passion is coming out through his kicks, man. And we love to see it. Similar to myself, you get me? So it's all a good. It's all come back around in a very very positive
Yeah,
and
man.
sweet way. But what we got to do right now is do something I've been enjoying, man. We're talking about the Kicks Chronicles community question because I know you are a man of the community, as am I. Community is very, very important, whether it be the Offspring community, you get me, man, whether it be the Kicks Chronicles community, whether it be the Broski community,
We're all one,
HB
bro.
Kicks community, we are
We're
all
all one.
one,
We're like
supporting the
Avengers, bro.
UK.
We're like
This is
Avengers.
it.
And when
We
we
just,
got to assemble, we assemble, bro. That's it.
we come out, bro.
South,
Facts.
West, Chronicles, Offspring, whatever you call it, man. When the time comes and we assemble, bro, that's it. You know what I mean?
Facts,
We're,
facts,
we're
facts,
one
facts, facts.
unit, man.
That's what it is, bro. So this week's community question is from from a legend, respectfully, former guest of the show. Shout out to London Link, you get me?
Come on, come.
Um it is the question is, what is one sneaker rule you live by? Right. And once again, that's from London Link, aka the official sneaker speaker.
The biggest rule that I live by when it comes to sneakers is that I would never put myself in a position where I'm struggling because I need to get a pair of shoes. Okay, so it's a bit of a sensible
Very,
one.
very good.
Bit of a
So
sensible
good.
one.
So
Uh,
good.
put your priorities ahead of sneakers at all times. Like, yes, we all love shoes, sneakers, the culture, and everything that goes with it. But we all got other priorities at the end of the day. Some of us have families, some of us have bills, some of us have other things that we need to sort of put ahead of shoes. And I would never ever sort of put a shoe or a specific shoe ahead of anything else that is important to my well-being or my
Facts,
life.
facts, facts,
I mean,
facts,
so
facts, facts.
this is something that I'll preach to anyone and everyone in the community or someone who's looking to start up in the community. It's like, in a nutshell, I would say just be responsible, because
Absolutely.
we all want to get the best. We all want to cop that hype drop and everything else. We all want to do this, that, and the other. But don't put yourself in a position where you're compromising, your personal life and everything else. So that is the biggest rule.
Facts.
And the second one,
Go on.
the second one is wear your kicks, man. Wear your kicks.
Classic. Classic.
Simple. A lot of people say this. I know I'm not the first to say it, but we're not in this game to sort of have a museum. Okay, we're in this game because we love shoes. We love what we put on our feet. We love to express ourselves, and we love to make conversations. So, yeah, man, wear your kicks and express yourselves. You know what I mean? That's why we're in this game.
Facts, bro. Both of those 100% great rules. You get me? I could not say it any better. I've got a couple of rules as well, I've got a couple of rules as well. First, your rules are both pretty deep. You get me, man? Wear your kicks and like be financially like aware and responsible and that. Like, my first rule is is in general, and there are exceptions to this rule, but in general, I want my laces to match my tongue. Do we understand ourselves?
Yeah.
In general. Now, don't get me wrong, an offset once in a while is not crazy. Huh?
That sounds like there's exceptions, though, sometimes.
There is definitely exceptions to the rule. There's definitely exceptions to the rule. But in general, like, I've got the Lost and Founds, I've got the Lost and Found Chicago's, right? I've got the cell tongue, I've got the cell laces. I'm not putting black laces on this. It's too much for me. You get me? Like, so that's my thing, you get me? I've got the Nigel Sylvesters, right? A lot of people are doing the offset, and to be honest, I'm not mad at it, bro. But not me. You get me, man? I keep it real gutter. I keep it real simple. You get me, man? So we're going tongue and lace, same color, right? But there are definitely exceptions. You get me? Definitely exceptions once in a while. You get me? The other one I would say, it was just on the tip of my tongue. What was it? The tongue, laces. The other one I would say is, it will come to me. Give me a second. Because we're not live, so I can't think of it.
Whilst you're thinking about it,
Yeah. Go on. You got another one?
I think the man then want to know what some of the exceptions are.
Okay, so an exception.
One of the exceptions. Come on, you got to show us.
An exception is a Travis Scott. I'm not gonna put exception is Travis Scott. 9 times out of 10, I want to put a pink lace in a Travis Scott. I'm gonna put an offset lace in a Travis Scott. I'm not gonna go with the same lace on a Travis Scott. Also, with my wave runners, I've gone with the offset. You get me? So those are a couple of exceptions. You get me? Those are a couple of exceptions. But like, I'm a traditionalist, bro. Like, if I've got my breads with my black tongue, I'm not putting red laces. I'm not putting white laces. I'm not that you, bro. I'm just really simple. I'm really simple. There was something else though. Oh, it's really, really important to me. And it's come off my brain. It's not wear your kicks, but it's similar. Yes, absolutely. And this is something that I had to learn, especially being a size 12. You're not gonna get every cop. You're not. Let me repeat that. You're not gonna cop every release, right? Yeah. You're not gonna do it. It's impossible. You get me? Like, touching back to what Has was saying in terms of like being financially responsible. Sometimes it's not right for you to cop every single shoe. You get me? Sometimes you need to give your bank balance a little bit of a breather. You get me, man? So sometimes it's good for you to just take a little step back and chill out a little bit. But for me personally, there are some shoes that I wanted, but I had to look at them from afar because I knew that it just wasn't for me. You get me? Whether it's sneakers app, you get me, being an enemy, or whether it's just not getting picked up in the raffle, bro. Some shoes are just not for you. And if I'm thinking about the shoe for weeks and months after, maybe I'll go into the secondary market, maybe I don't. You get me? But I'm not doing that for every shoe as well. So them ones there, really, really important. Like, not every shoe is going to be a shoe that you can wear. Some shoes are just shoes that you need to admire. You get me, from afar, and just appreciate. You get me, man? You don't have to cop every kick. You don't have to cop every kick. It's really, really important.
I can agree with that. I think if we're entering into this conversation, I think there's a lot of people that sort of just follow the hype constantly. And it doesn't need to be the case, because I can show you like loads of GRs, loads of, you know, non-hype shoes that are amazing that I would have over hype shoes. But yeah, I think it's important to be yourself, be an individual. Individuality is important, I think. And obviously you showed that earlier on when you said, well, I don't like to use different laces. I like to match it with a shoe and this, that, and the other. But that's what makes you. That's what makes you stand out.
Facts.
PROZECH don't do that. You know, he's like old school, he's traditional. You know what I mean? So it's good to have that individuality. You know, don't lose that. You know.
I appreciate that, man. So yeah, guys, let us know in the comments below, man, what your sneaker rules are, man. Let us know, man, what your weird and wonderful sneaker rules are, man. And shout out once again to the official sneaker speaker, Mr. London Link, for the amazing question. You get me, man? Man of the community himself. You get me? Big up the Kicks Chronicles community question. All right, broski, we're going to roll into the EST of KIC, which is where we kind of chat about your collection. You get me? Your vast collection. There was there. You get me, man? While he's in the sneaker room, you get me, man? We have to put some respect on that. You get me, man? So the EST is where we talk about the oldest, the newest, the rarest, the greatest, the best. You get me, man? So let's take it right back to the oldest, bro. What is the oldest shoe you've got in your collection right now?
The oldest shoe I've got in my collection right now. Oh, damn. At the moment, there's a lot of stuff in boxes, but in this room at the moment, I'm going to be honest with you.
Come on.
You're not going to believe this. The oldest shoe I have.
Ooh. He's got a little Astro going. Come on. Indoor football thing.
TMOs, bro.
Come on, man. Do you know what? And it makes a lot of sense, especially now in 2025, where they brought back the TMOs, man. They brought back some of our Astros, man. They brought back some of those shoes, you get me, man. And they're like, you got some fashionistas in Shoreditch and Brick Lane and that, wearing them with bootcut jeans and that. You get me, man? That's probably worth a lot of money.
Sure. But there's a madness going on at the moment with, I think, football boots.
Wow. Yeah.
Wearing football boots with studs underneath. I think it's in the States at the moment. So if there's anyone in the States watching this, okay, guys and girls, we would do, like, not me, but the UK were doing that like ages ago, until people were breaking necks and stuff. So
facts.
All I would say is, if you want to do that, just make sure you wear some body armor or something, because it ain't wise,
bro. Yeah, wear a helmet, wear a neck brace.
I'm just saying, bro.
Because if you're out here, the thing is, for man know that played football, because I suppose obviously American football, you wear slightly different, like they wear cleats. So I don't know if it hits the same in terms of how it goes and when you're walking on concrete. But like for us in the UK, when we used to play football, we used to like get changed in the changing room, and usually there'd be that like I don't know, 50, 100 meter walk between the changing room and the pitch, right? And that usually would be concrete. If you did not mind your P's and Q's during that walk, fam, you could get cleaned out by yourself.
100%.
You get me, man? 100%. Face planting straight into the concrete. You get me, man? Because the things that are made to give you grip and stability on grass don't work the same on concrete and loose ground. You get me, man? So people out here, you get me? People out here following trends. Just know You get me, man? Don't let a trend take your life, bro. Don't end up in hospital because of a trend that you saw on TikTok or
And might be
Instagram, bro.
trending on the news. You know what I mean? So
100%. Use your brain, bro.
but
Use your brain before you lose it, broski.
exactly, man. I got to preach what you're saying. You know what I mean? But
Facts.
yeah, no. If you want to go by trainers, I've got a pair. I'm gonna dig out for you right now. I'll grab one of them. So it's probably these Prestos, which I used to wear a lot of Prestos back in the day.
Oh, okay. We
So
like
the
that.
golden Prestos, nothing hype, but these were like staples for me, like just wearing to gym, wearing out. And these ones are from 2015, first release, so they're about 10 years old at the moment. So I've
That's
got nothing
decent.
that's majorly. I never keep shoes sort of more than 10 years old or anything because the structural integrity and stuff.
Facts.
So I like to keep the rotation fresh, like to sort of switch it up and stuff. The story with my collection actually is I had a whole load of shoes back in the day, and obviously things happen. You meet people. I met my missus, and well, I had to sell some stuff. I had to get rid of some stuff to
I hear
finance
that.
a few things,
I hear
and then
that.
the collection just started again from there. So again, guys and girls, it's all about priorities at the end of the day.
Facts.
Get rid of stuff. You can buy stuff again. I had some ultra rare stuff. Um, And yeah, I'm just happy that I started the journey again when the time was right and
Mm.
I started building up my collection again. So believe me, for as many shoes that I've got, there's a lot that's still on my list that I want to reacquire,
Mm-hmm.
have back sort of thing. But that's all part of the fun, you know what I mean?
Bro,
So
that's the game right there, bro.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you with that, man. Because for many of us that are maybe like slightly a bit older, whatever, man, you maybe got married, got kids or whatever. I remember, funnily enough, I remember Link talking literally about this, like about a very very similar thing. Certain times in life where you like your priorities are slightly different, man, and you need to like focus up. Especially as a man, maybe as a father, husband, you got responsibilities, man. You need to be a leader in your yard or whatever. You need to sacrifice. You get me, man? And like harking back to like one of your rules, man. Family can never suffer because of my kicks, broski. Can never
Yeah,
ever be that. Can never ever be that, bro. They're my number one priority. So when you've got priorities that are slightly different, man, you realize, you know what, man, I'm ready to put my kicks away for a minute. I'm ready to sell out my kicks. Because the truth is, like you said, Has, man, you can always get these things back. If you really want them, you can always get them back. You get me, man? When the time's right, you get me, man? And yeah, and like, thank God, man, it comes back around and you're in a position to purchase the kicks, man. So I'm with you on that, broski. Now we've talked about the oldest, bro. Let's first of all, before we talk about it, we'll get into the next thing. Shout out to the Presto because I love that shoe. It's an absolutely legendary crep. I love the Presto. You get me, like in all of its various different iterations. You get me, like I got a Presto on my grow list, man. That off-white Presto from the 10. That still needs to get involved, bro. I still need to get involved with that shoe. You get me? And before it's all said and done, bro, it will be
well,
mine, respectfully.
yeah. I'm hoping you can get that pair because, bro, that's such a legendary pair of kicks, man.
Facts,
Honestly.
facts, 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 facts. You
So,
get
like,
me?
for me, those are definitely ones that I'd love to have at some point. I think before I get those, I'll probably go for the acronyms.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
colorways are banging. So yeah, I'll probably try and get the acronyms before that. But yeah, man, can't agree with you more, man.
Yeah.
Presto,
Prestos
like I
are
said,
sick,
it
man.
was a staple. It was a staple at one point. I always had them on,
Prestos.
just like the comfort levels, like that fly knit technology and stuff. And yeah, man.
It's definitely a vibe. Definitely a vibe. Very popular in London as well. Let's jump over to the newest, bro. What's the latest shoe you've got in the rotation? And and if anyone that follows Has, you get me, you know that this guy stays up. You get me, my stuff. Talk to me, G.
I'm gonna show you a couple. Simply, I'm not gonna go into too much with them, but I'll show you the latest one,
Come on.
the most freshest drop that I had.
Ooh. Oh,
And these
come on.
actually come
I recognize that box, bro.
right.
I
Okay,
recognize
so
that box.
we've got the cell box, yeah,
Come on now.
cell box. So we know that the cell box is a quick strike, and then we've got the bandana, guys. We've got the
Yeah.
bandana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, if you've done your research on me, or if you know what I'm like, you know I love my SBs. Yeah,
Now I can speak, guy, bro.
I love my SBs. I just think such a great era that we've had. The run that we've had with SBs, amazing. But these are the latest pickups. The freshest shoes that I have at the moment is the tourmalines, which was dubbed the Black History Month
Yeah.
SB Dunks, and then it was sort of debunked, and they said it wasn't. It was in honor of like black cowboys um, in the United States. So yeah, whatever you want to call it, bro, they are absolutely fire, and I'm just I'm just happy that it can celebrate um, you know such a thing, like as in like black
Definitely.
cowboys in the States, because we don't see it much like at the moment, apart from like Django Unchained, which was like
Facts.
amazing. Django
Yeah,
Unchained.
yeah, yeah. Amazing film.
For
But
this,
it's
yeah,
like it's just like a
the
thing
whole,
in history.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
the whole cowboy theme. First thing I thought was Django, yeah. But even in the
Facts.
movies, like we didn't really get to see a lot of black cowboys in movies and stuff. So I hope this can be like sort of the catalyst to sort of push that a bit as well, especially like within the movie industry. But aside from the history and all the facts around it, bro, this like such a fire pair of shoes, man.
Ah, it's clean,
Like
bro. It looks
there's
amazing.
too many things that I need to sort of go through to explain right now, but each part of this shoe has like phenomenal detailing, from the presentation, obviously, which I showed you, to the rope laces, which are like lassos and stuff. That's what it's
Yeah, yeah,
called.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Down to the badge underneath the
Come
tongue.
on, come on.
You got that star badge underneath the tongue. Bro,
There's
it's
so
just
many details on the shoe. It's actually,
yeah, this
it's
is
a
what
very, very cool shoe.
we're all about. Like
Mm, mm.
back in the day when we're rolling out, like from obviously 2005, you had Jeff Staple come in with the pigeons and everything else. The pigeon signified the pigeons in New York.
Mm-hmm.
From then, just like full pelt, like all these SBs coming out signifying different things. And it used to be like crazy stuff coming out, and they sort of watered it down a little bit, and there
Mm,
wasn't like as much. They sort of concentrated on GRs and things like that. But
mm-hmm.
right now, this is giving me that sort of vibes from the early, like from between 2005 to 2012 sort of era. So I'm really happy
I
with
hear
these,
it.
man.
I
But
hear
I
it.
don't
I
want to
hear it.
too much, but yeah, banging. These are the ones that I got through I got delivered yesterday. So yeah,
Very
man,
cool, bro. Very
absolutely.
cool.
But
Yeah, SBs, man. SBs just like the storytelling on SBs back in the day was so
incredible,
legendary, man. So yeah,
incredible.
no, I'm definitely a fan of that, bro. But yeah, what
But
else you got? What else you got?
someone I need to give. There's someone I need to give his flowers to, right?
Go on.
Clint, if you happen to watch this, okay,
Come on.
bro, I got to give your flowers like I do every other week on our
I
live
know
on the
what he's
block.
about to do. I know what he's about to do.
You know what I'm about to do,
I
yeah?
know what he's about to do. He's about to
Before
bring it out, bro.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
bring it out,
Pause.
bro. Before I bring out the shoes, I gotta say this man deserves all the flowers that he gets, because
Facts, facts, facts,
without
facts,
hard
facts.
work and dedication and the willpower that he's shown in what he's doing, you don't get nowhere in life. And for a lot of people that sort of, you get a lot of people that hate online, this, that, and the other. What people don't realize is what goes on behind the scenes.
Mm,
This man's still got to go out. He's got to plug his stuff. It's a 24/7 thing. You ask anyone in the industry, anyone who's trying to make a living out of this industry, it's not an industry where you can just kick back, do nothing, and make something of it. Clint has realized his potential and what he can be, and he
mm-hmm.
grabbed it with both hands. And
Facts.
I say it for the whole of the community, especially in the UK and abroad as well. Everyone's thankful for that, man. Everyone's thankful
Absolutely.
for what you're doing,
Well
because
said, bro.
not only is he repping the UK in a massive way, but the guy is also being that positive role model to anyone, any young kids out there, any young people out there that want to aspire to be something in life. So just like Nigel Sylvester as well in the States,
Absolutely,
Clint is
absolutely.
doing absolutely amazing. So Clint, we are gonna highlight your Cortezes here,
Come on,
the
man.
Honey
Honey
Blacks.
blacks, the honey blacks in full effect,
Okay,
bro.
the Honey Blacks. Okay, so I don't know what more I can say about these shoes that have already been said, but bro, when I say execution is on point once again.
Yeah, bro.
And the way this guy rolled these out, the way he had everyone just singing from the same hymn sheet, the way this guy was seeding these shoes through, every celebrity I can think of was just incredible because the hype is real, guys.
Facts.
The shoes, so as well as I do, yeah. Sometimes you get hype and then it's like what the hype was about,
Like once
it's
you get it in hand, isn't it? Like you're like, what was it like? Oh, bro.
it's the whole experience of it as well. So if the experience makes you feel a certain way, where it's like, damn, I got the shoes, they look fire. It makes you feel a certain way inside, and these do that from the box opening experience to even getting a tote bag with these,
Come on.
in the Alcatraz sign on there to everything, bro. It's just it's special, and this is one of those special shoes. So
It's one of them ones.
props to Clint, props to everyone that managed to cop a pair of these as well. And if you haven't, then I'm hoping at some point maybe you'll be able to grab a pair because these are one of those shoes that are going to be spoken about in years to come, just like the gutter greens and the first iterations that come out. They're going to be spoken about for years to come, and the story behind it.
Absolutely. Has, bro. So a couple of things, yeah. Absolutely agree with you on everything that you said, yeah. Big up to Clint Cortez. I know myself, they've blessed my my business, my social media, like personally. I've had that blessing from them, like you get me, man. So I'm invested in the brand. I talk about it a lot. Like I really do appreciate them and for what they're putting out, you get me, and what they're giving to the culture. But from your perspective, where does the Honey Blacks in the four Air Max 95s, where does the Honey Black sit in that top four? Number two, right? So if you're go, I know where you're going, yeah. But like, let's do it for the people. So what's number four? What's number four?
Number four for me has got to be the blue pair.
Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Number three, because it can be a bit polarizing. Pink ain't for everyone.
Yeah,
Me
pink
personally,
beams.
I love pink.
Yeah, I love pink.
I
I
love
love
pink,
pink. Yeah,
especially on black. But the pinks have got to go into number three.
yeah, yeah.
I love yellow and black and yellow. I've
Bro,
got. Do you know what? Do you know what actually makes me even more drawn to these shoes is that I've got beekeepers in my family. So
really?
yeah. Do you know what?
Wow.
I don't think I've ever paid for bee like honey or anything for the last 10 years or more. Yeah,
How amazing.
I get honeycombs, I get like jars and everything. Like, so yeah, like these like resonate with me even more because of
Facts,
that.
facts, facts.
But yeah, they're going second place. So the third is the pink, second is the honey blacks, but the gutter greens are, for me, is what really started it for Clint with Nike. So it's always going to sit on the higher echelon of
I think,
sneaker on
yeah.
that list.
I think I'm 100% with you on that, bro. I wanted to see where you would place the sort of the blue and the pink beams because that's really where the bone of contention is for me. I personally agree with you in terms of the gutter green. I think it's what started everything off, and I think it's the most iconic in terms of like association with the brand. I feel like I just see it in my mind when I think of the brand. But these honey blacks, I initially thought these Honey Blacks I thought they were a cash grab. Initially, I thought they were Nike pushing Cortez to do something, pushing Clint to do something that wasn't originally part of the plan. Because I'm a rule of threes guy. You get me, man? I like it to be like clean and simple. You get me, man? And when you drop the 3 and then randomly drop another 1, it jarred me. Respectfully, man, it irked me a little bit.
Yeah.
But bro, the more I saw the shoe and the more I understood the shoe and more I understood the story, the more I understood where it sits in terms of London. Because the truth is, yeah, right. And the funny thing is, it's dropping in the summer, right? Really weird to drop a full black leather crap in the summer, but bro, right? In London, right? People that are from London know, bro, we're rocking blacked out crepes the whole year round, bro, because we might have summer for a week and a half. You get me, man? Regardless of the time of the year, yeah, right? A black crepe is always gonna get rocked.
Bro, when you know the culture, you know the culture, and I'm talking about UK culture.
UK culture, bro.
If you know the UK, right, it feels like it rains 90% of the time as well. That's another thing. I'm not saying that was the factor in him making.
But bro, it has to be in the back of our minds. Like in London, that's what happens. So like you can have all of these different, and respectfully, you can have all of these different materials. But bro, when it comes to like, because the other thing is, when was the last time we got a full leather Air Max 95? You get me? They were throwing in a lot of different materials on the Air Max 95. The last time we got a full leather Air Max 95 was a minute ago, and it's a collaboration as well. It's popping. I was like, boom, like I'm here for it now. I'm here for it. Do you know what would have made it crazy? Obviously, the whole London connection is mad, but for a second, I was like, imagine if it was like a Brazil exclusive, something like that. It's just like limited and unattainable. Like it just makes it just explode in terms of like the folklore. But the way that he did it, the way he delivered it, like the massive 419 box in the middle of Tower Bridge and whatnot.
Who does that, bro? With Tower Bridge in the background.
Broski.
Bro, the
like
guy
this is
like
this
he already
is culture, bro.
Yeah, it's culture. But see, that photo is gonna live forever. That photo, I'll tell you now, will be in like Nike HQ in Beaverton in Oregon.
Bro, it will be in Nike HQ. It will be in the Saatchi and Saatchi Museum. It will be in galleries, bro. Like I'm saying, like, bro, this guy, and the thing is, and this is what you were talking about with Clint. You get me, man? I think it's important for us to touch on this, bro. The guy understands how to capture a moment, right? I'm a marketing guy. I'm a story guy. You get me? If you tell the right story, I will be involved in the product. But I'm not the type of guy that I put the product over the story. The story needs to get me there. The story needs to get me there, right? And it's something that I respect in these modern day storytellers now, where you've got people like Clint 419 and Nigel Sylvester that are taking time to actually communicate a narrative that gets people invested in the story and therefore invested in the product. You get me, man? So it's important for us to have that communication, for you to be able to know the language of your people and speak their language so that it draws them in, man. He never takes any shortcuts.
No.
He always tells a story. He always creates a story and he involves the people. Bro, remember what he did, when he was like, bro, I'm doing a competition. Anybody that wants to be involved in creating part of our capsule, part of our collection, you get me, man. If you've got some designs, you get me, you can win like $5,000 or whatever it was, you get me. He already did that. He did that, bro. But in the background, he'd already dropped the Easter egg about doing this. In the background, he dropped the Easter egg about doing this. It's like he involved the people. He brings us along, bro. It's all like, I just love it. You get me? Because he doesn't take any shortcuts. He does it the right way. And the thing is, what I've had an issue with Nike is there are certain collaborators where they don't give them that same level of backing. And I don't know whether it's the collaborator or Nike, but I feel like Nike should be responsible to an extent because they've seen what works and what doesn't. They've seen, as I said, the Nigel Sylvesters, the Clints. They've seen, you get me, man, all of the big guys, you get me, like, that are great at storytelling. You get me? They've seen how it works and what happens when it really connects. And they've seen what happens when it doesn't. And it's like, why would you allow a collaborator not to tell that story, not to communicate with their people? You get me, man? And I know that you can only do so much as a brand. You get me, man? But like, I really do hope, you get me, like moving forward that our collaborators, like that's kind of what happened for me with the Sloan drop. I feel like Sloan is like, is an amazing artist. But
100%.
I don't, but like, I feel like it was a great opportunity for us to know more about him, for us to connect more to the shoe, connect more to his story through the shoe. I don't know more about him. Yeah, I don't know more about him through that shoe. You get me? And that's probably why it went the way it went.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Kicks Chronicles. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, review, and all that good stuff. And remember, full video version is available on YouTube, audio versions available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.